All right, good people. Sorry for the delay. Had to take care of some business, whatnot. Um, so I apologize for that. Let's see here. Look like everything is working. Hopefully, the notification will go out. Okay. Um, as a matter of fact, speaking of notifications, y'all give me a minute. Um, well, y'all know what to do. First thing first, y'all let me know y'all can hear me, y'all can see me, and let me try to get this out to a few people who say they don't be getting the links or whatnot. And we get right on with the program. Okay, let's see. All right. I think I did just see one of y'all say y'all do hear me and see me, so that's a good thing. Okay, cool. Glad that y'all can. So let me try to get this out to a few people. Let's see, got about two more. All right. I think that's it right there. If it ain't, oh well. They'll get it later. All right, guys. So y'all say y'all can see me, y'all can hear me. All right, cool. Sorry about this. Again, sorry about the long wait. Hey, Marshall, what's going on? I ain't seen you in chat in a while, dear, but I do be seeing my community posts, so that's a good thing. How you doing, dear? Mr. Queen, always in the building. Curl, what's going on? Sea Turtle, what's going on? LaKendra, what's going on? Miss Cooley, what's going on? All right, and Johnny Wrong came here earlier. I don't know if they still here or not. All right, guys. So let's get into this update real quick. All right, y'all. So y'all know I've been covering this story about the young man by the name of Troy Khoeler. All right, and for those of you who don't know the story, here's the meat and potatoes of the story. Um, they called, claimed he was missing. Later on, he was found in a washing machine dead. Okay, we found out that when they found his body in the washing machine, the daddy tried to play it off, grabbed him out the washing machine, tried to do CPR and shit like that. You know, as if he didn't already know what was going on. So then the mom, foster mom, comes home, saying she didn't know anything. Talk about she was at work and this, that, and the third. Dad said when he got home and he put his key in the door, he said the door was open or whatnot. You know, and the whole story just sounded kind of crazy in the beginning, like they always do, you know. But somehow, some way, a lot of people believe the bullshit that they hear with these stories, you know. But I think for you true crime heads, and me be doing this as long as I have, I mean, I think we know bullshit when we hear it. So here he comes with the updates now. Kind of find out them two is the one they did it. Okay, they showed They read text messages between the two. This woman right here, this woman was just horrible towards this young boy. Okay, and they killed him. Check it out for the people who ain't been following this story. They killed him because of some damn snacks. He ate some snacks. This was over some damn snacks. I bullshit you not. They killed this boy over some snacks. That Tiffany Thomas right there, killed this. They coerced to kill this boy because he ate some damn snacks. That's what this was all about. Some damn snacks. Okay. And among other things too, that was going on with the story, but the main course was they got mad at him because he ate some snacks. Okay. And again, out of all the stories I have done, where you think you heard the worst is yet to come. You killed a child over some damn food. That's sickening. That's very sickening. Over some damn snack cakes. A 7-year-old boy or a child, period, that age, love snacks. They love cakes. Okay? So when he saw it, he took it. Then this one part read in the story that she talked bad about him because he was watching TV. You know, this woman was just horrible. And it sounded like to me she may have been controlling this guy too. I don't know. He just an evil son of a bitch too. I just don't know. Okay? But ladies and gentlemen, after last night when I got home, you know, I was just sitting around just chilling, and I saw this come up on YouTube. So y'all know when we always talk about these stories, guess who's always involved? CPS. CPS is always involved in these stories some way, somehow. And as always at the end, it would appear that CPS could have saved this child, but it seemed like to people who probably tried to get him help, it seemed like their voice went on deaf ears. It's like always. Now, am I saying every CPS work is bad? That's not the image I'm trying to put out. No. But however, though, y'all had to understand why people getting so frustrated with y'all, because at the end of all these stories, y'all are involved. Y'all done investigations, and yet y'all either take them out the home for a minute, put them in a safe haven, and then y'all turn around and put them right back into the devil's playground. And that's something that we just don't understand, you know? So people are really frustrated hearing this by the CPS. I thought y'all were supposed to protect, but it's like that's not what y'all doing anymore. You know, y'all sound like more of a failure now than protecting, okay? Well, I could be wrong, but I want y'all to hear this. I'm going to play y'all 2 videos. Let's hear this first one right here.
Child Protective Services report gives us more insight into the life of a 7-year-old boy found dead inside a washing machine at his family's home. Troy Khoeler's adoptive parents are now...
Oh, please hit that thumbs up for your boy. Hey, Jen, long time. How you doing, dear? All right. Hey, Christina, what's going on? All right.
Charged in connection with his death. This heartbreaking case all unfolded back in July. Sherman Chow joins us now. Sherman, what exactly does the report show?
It shows a disturbing story of this young boy's life, that the adoptive parents who were supposed to rescue him may have abused him as well. Jermaine and Tiffany Thomas exchanged terrifying texts about their son. "I'm going to put him in the stove and turn it on." And that was before they reported Troy missing, and his body was found inside the family washing machine. The Texas Department of Family Protective Services releasing its report today, showing in 2015, when Troy was born, his birth mother admitted to abusing drugs during the pregnancy, then physically abusing the baby. Troy was born with drugs in his system and had withdrawal.
I want y'all to take a look at that now. This is biological mom that they saying he was born with. All this shit was going on. This boy was doing from the start. He was born with opiates, benzo, diazepam. Yeah, I know I can't pronounce these damn medical terms. It was in his system, exhibiting withdrawal symptoms. Biological mother admitted to abusing hydrocodone, Xanax, and she was doing this during pregnancy. And then y'all just heard, you know, he's already being abused from the time he was born. And then DFPS removed him from the home. So this boy really didn't have no chance from the time he was born. You know, how unlucky can a child get? This is sad. How unlucky can a child get?
Abusing the baby. Birth mother. 2015, the Department of Family Protective Services releasing its report today, showing in 2015, when Troy was born, his birth mother admitted to abusing drugs during the pregnancy, then physically abusing the baby. Troy was born with drugs in his system and had withdrawal symptoms. DFPS removed Troy and he was adopted. The next interaction wouldn't be until January of this year. School employees notified CPS the boy had bruises around the eyes, a burn on his back. Troy and his adoptive parents blamed accidents, other children. DFPS found that the risk assessment was considered to be low. Then 2 months later in March, CPS called again. Troy had bruises, scratches, and a fingernail mark on his face. Troy blamed falls and a cousin. DFPS found that the risk assessment now was moderate. Then in July, a few months later, deputies found Troy in the washing machine. His body was badly bruised, welt marks on his back, and water in his lungs. DFPS ruling that the father failed to provide supervision and protection. Now, Harris County homicide detectives believe that Jermaine Thomas held his son's head underwater and beat him, then hid the child's body in the family washing machine. Other evidence indicates that the machine had not been turned on. Jermaine Thomas is charged with murder. His bond is set at $2 million. Tiffany Thomas is charged with injury to a child by omission. Her bond is set at $250,000. Guys?
All right, thank you so much, Sherman.
That's a damn shame. I just don't understand that, man. That's a damn shame. So, black guys, bruises, the school calls, y'all consider it low. I don't understand that. Or, I don't know. Or maybe they look at it as, hey, this is a common thing. Children have accidents, so we're not going to put this on the radar right now. So we just going to mark it down as a low risk. But when that second time came, you would think that they would raise a red alarm or a red flag to what's going on now. Come on now. The first time we labeled this as low. Now the second time now, I mean, come on now. A child can have the same incident the second time around, you know. Now I get it. When we're children sometimes, you know what I'm saying, we get overexcited. Sometimes we do get clumsy and maybe we do take a fall, take a hit and things like that, okay? But for what we just heard right here, it seemed like with him, it was a repeated cycle. But now they said Troy on the second time around blamed the cousins or whatnot. Okay then, so let's just go with that and say that he did say that. So not only we got, what the hell is that? My bad. My bad, guys. My bad. This thing tell me I don't want to sign into on that message right now. I want y'all to get this. What was I saying? Okay, I want y'all to get this right here. Now listen to what the first time they said what happened. You know. Then going into the second time, what I was just saying just then. So think about this. So if it's true that what he says that the cousins and other children who probably was around him did this, so not only was the adults abusing this boy, but you got even children who's adding fuel to the fire and doing the same thing. But now I'm curious about this because I know sometimes children can be evil sometimes, but a lot of that stuff comes from what they see other grown-ups do. Amen? Meaning, if they saw Thomas or whatever the hell his name is and this girl, Mr. Snack Lady, Miss Little Debbie here, if they saw them two doing this to them, then that would give the children the notion to do the same thing, because once the children do the same thing, the adults ain't gonna say nothing to them, because for some reason, for what we hear and hear about this young boy, when it came to these foster individuals, they hated this boy. So if somebody else is coming to the house and doing this to him, i.e. example children, You really think them grown-ups gave a damn? No. They let them do it. And probably the other grown-ups who was over them children probably watched them do the same damn thing to this boy, and they didn't give a damn. Okay? So, which comes to this now. A 7-year-old. What can a 7-year-old do so bad that not only people in the house have hatred for him, but it seems like the people outside, from the outside, has this same feeling towards him? What could he have done so bad that he got this treatment? And here's the one of the saddest part about it too, and I see a lot of y'all say this in my comment section. The saddest part about this is you got a lot of people who can't have children and try their best to have children, can't have them. Would love to have a young fella like this and take care of him. But nope, but instead of these two just say, hey, you know, we thought we wanted to take care of him. We have a change of heart. We're going to take him back. Maybe somebody else will give him a better home. Nope. You gets mad at him over some damn snack cakes. And you killed this boy. You got mad at him because he watching TV, I guess without your permission, that you killed this boy. That this man right here held his head in a washing machine full of water. And that's why the water got into his lungs. Now this boy is dead. I ain't dead. But the main thing they focusing on was these damn snack cakes. These damn snack cakes. So, you know, I don't understand it. I don't get it. A lot of y'all ask that question like, you know, why they do this? How can they do this? I tell y'all all the time, I wish I had the answer. I don't. There's no explanation for this at all. We would like to hear it, but regardless of what they say, would you believe a word that they say? No, because there's no excuse for it. Snack cakes, you can replace that. Snack cakes. You can actually replace that. Everything that boy ate, I'm pretty much sure it could be replaced. It can. But life can't be replaced. And now y'all that took this boy's life, y'all probably lost the rest of y'all life into the prison system. Okay? So the thing I said, before I go further, anybody disagree with anything what I say? Because I think this is quite sad. No child should have to endure this from nobody. Nobody at all. No child should have to endure this. From the time he was born, this baby was already doomed. From the time he was born. But let's continue because I got another one here I want y'all to listen to, and wow, it's just so sad.
We have new information tonight that may show just how badly the system failed to protect a little boy who was allegedly killed by his adoptive parents.
A new report shows there were signs 7-year-old Troy Khoeler was being abused months before his death.
Marcelina Benito is taking a closer look and asking experts what went wrong. Marcelino.
Well, Ron and Mia, the details in this report are horrific. CPS had multiple chances to potentially save this child. And even more frustrating tonight, the state refusing to talk with us about what went wrong and what's to stop it from happening again.
Y'all hear that? The state refused to talk to them. You know, and that is so ironic that every time something happened, they refuse to talk, you know. Yeah, I mean, what can they possibly say? I'm just curious. What can they possibly say?
Another child. 7-year-old Troy Khoeler's abuse started at the hands of his biological mother.
This kid from birth has never had a break.
CPS abuse reports detail how Troy was born with opiates in his system. His biological mother admitted to drug use during the pregnancy. His mother agreed to help from the state, but after Troy was hospitalized, CPS removed him from his biological parents' custody. He ended up in a foster home before being adopted by Tiffany and Jermaine Thomas.
What you see is a case of a child who's fallen through the cracks.
Troy's life wouldn't get better. In January 2022, CPS received a report of Troy having bruising around his eyes. 2 months prior to that, he had a black eye his adoptive mother blamed on a fall. CPS also noted a burn mark on his back that parents claimed happened at a family gathering in 2020. CPS ultimately decided he was safe and close the case.
I think
A burnt on his back that they claim to happen at a family gathering. That's bullshit. Only way I can see you can get a burn on your back is somebody literally burnt your back, or somebody drug you across a carpet or something, or somebody drug you across the concrete. But if they drug you across the country, it'd be more than a burn. You had them, I don't know what you call them, but the little abrasions we had where they show like the skin and stuff, I think that's what it's called, abrasions. I don't know. But come on now. At a family gathering, he got a burn on his back, okay? And if how they putting it out here now, if he had a burn on his back, did anybody seem concerned? Even if it was true that it was just an accident, it sounded like to me how they putting it out there, nobody was concerned that he had this burn on his back, all right? That's crazy. That's crazy. And CPS being notified about all this, and they do what?
think the warning.
CPS also noted a burn mark on his back that parents claimed happened at a family gathering in 2020. CPS ultimately decided he was safe and closed the case.
I think the warning signs, right? Over and over and over, there were reports.
Only 2 months later, CPS received another report. This time, more bruising on his face, a fingernail imprint on his neck, a scratch on his cheek, and redness around his eyes. When questioned, Troy offered different explanations, but never blamed adults. His adoptive parents offered different excuses for the injuries, too. A pediatrician treated the redness around his eyes by prescribing allergy medicine. CPS closed the case again, deciding Troy was, quote, safe.
It's alarming that they let this go. And when you see that they thought at certain times this kid was safe, he was never safe.
3 months later, Troy was found dead in a washing machine at his parents' home. Prosecutors say his adopted dad, Jermaine, drowned him and hit him with an object.
The authorities were warned that this kid was in danger, yet nothing happened.
Bob Sanborn, CEO of Children at Risk, says the system failed again. Troy's face is the one that made the news, but so many other children meeting similar fates.
As a state, we claim to care about kids, but when we see these deaths happening, it begs the question, do we really care about our kids?
Sanborn says there is plenty of blame to go around in not just CPS, but statewide leadership and those inadequately funding agencies meant to protect our children.
When you see it over and over again like this, this is an alarm that we need to be taking this serious and do something about it.
Now, we requested an interview with the director of Texas's Department of Family and Protective Services, but we're told they are not doing interviews on this case. We will keep pushing. As for Tiffany and Jermaine Thomas, they are both due back in court in February. Back to you.
I bet they ain't doing no interviews. I bet they ain't, because there's nothing you can explain. You can't explain it because you dropped the ball. All right, you dropped the ball big time, so there's really nothing you can explain on that. But I would love to hear him or her, whoever the director is, and had them trying to give us some kind of, I don't even know what to say, I guess some kind of possible answers, and see what their answer would be. But of course they can't, because the stuff that they putting out here now, man, they're just something that you cannot explain. Again, it was a repeated cycle. Something was always happening to him. Think about this. Something was always happening to him, but it wasn't happening to nobody else. Something was always happening to him at family gatherings, but it wasn't happening to no other children. Something was always happening to him where other children wasn't around, but nothing was happening to other children. And nobody saw that as a red flag. Somebody hear me out now. Amen. Everything was happening to him, but it wasn't happening to nobody else. Okay? Even when children was around, it was happening to him, but nobody else. Nobody saw that as a red flag. All right? Now, I'm going to tell you something. If we was back in the 1980s and 90s, somebody would have been got their ass whooped right now, okay? And somebody probably would have been in jail a long time ago, because back then, you mess with somebody's child, you got a lot of people you got to deal with, Now, in this era, again, we got a different breed of parents. A lot of these parents, like, they don't give a shit. They don't. All right? I'm not saying all, I'm just saying a lot of them. But I'm telling you, in the 80s and the 90s, and probably early 2000s, this was going on. If the law didn't do nothing, a lot of people took matters in their own hands. Somebody got fucked up. And you can't blame them. They got fucked up for this. All right? But they're just crazy. You hear all of this and y'all kept turning a blind eye to it. Now I'm wondering who was actually on this case, or was it multiple people? Or was it the same person who kept coming out because of him? All right. Now here's the thing now, and I'm pretty much sure he was being bullied. What they say with the answers he was giving, I'm pretty much sure he was being coerced to get the answer he was giving. If somebody asks you something, you tell him this, you tell him that. And he went along with that because 9 times 10, he probably was scared of them because of what they was doing to him. Amen? He was scared of them. Or they bribed him. Okay? Or both. They scared him and they bribed him and say, hey, you know, when somebody say something to you, you're going to say this, you're going to say what? You do this, you do that, you're going to get this, you're going to get that. And he went along with the program. All right? And I think that's sad that us grown-ass men and women sit up here manipulate these children into doing shit like that just because you want to get yourself, just because you don't want to get yourself his ass in trouble. But you sit up here and let your child take a downfall for some shit that you allowed to happen. Okay? Am I wrong? Am I preaching here? You let your child take the fall for some shit that your big grown selfish ass know you wrong for doing, and know you're going to get in trouble for either doing it or allowing it to be happening to him. All right? But now I have a question now. Here's my question now. Where's his biological dad at? We heard about the biological mom, but I would like to know where she at now. Now she'd heard all of this. Is she still living or whatnot? Or even is his dad living? I would love to see his dad come out and speak. All right? And I also want to know, did his dad try to get custody of him? And if he did try to get custody of him, what happened? What happened? And that's another thing I want to point out too. All right? You got a dad who crazy about his children, even though he ain't with the baby mom and whatnot, but he crazy about his children. All right, he gonna fuck you up too. All right, because a lot of dads, they already crazy as hell already. You fuck with their children, you get even crazy. You know what I'm saying? Again, they get fucked up for fucking with their child. That's why we need these fathers in these homes. All right? Because the best household, and I'm pretty much sure a lot of you will agree when I say this, and I'm pretty much sure y'all heard a lot of people say this, the best household is a mom and a dad in the house. Not just a mom doing it by herself, not just a dad doing it by himself. The best household is when the mom and the dad there, or if it's not the mom and the dad, you know what I'm saying, at least a positive male role model in the house, or better lack of words, a better positive woman role model in the house. All right? Because I still do believe it takes a village to raise a child. I still do believe in that. I still do believe in that. All right? We still got some of the village standing, but not how it was back in the day. All right? So, I don't know what's up with this dude, this foster dad. I don't know, was he scared of this woman, or did he let this woman manipulate him into doing things, you know, because he didn't want to lose her, so he did everything that she asked him to do or whatnot. I don't know what the case may be, but I'd be damned though if I got a woman come to me complaining about he ate this, he did this, he did that. You know, me personally, I get it. If you ask him not to do something and he did it anyway, I get that portion of it. But you come around always complaining about he ate this, he ate that. Well, man, that's what we bought the food for him to eat it. I thought that's what we bought the food for him to eat. All right? I thought we bought it for him to eat. Not saying to be greedy with it, but I thought we bought the food for him to eat. Okay? So if he wanted, let him get it. But no, you holler about some damn snack cake. He ate the snack cake, then we'd go watch TV and all this stuff, and this food right here follow right behind you over some damn snack cakes. So yet again, we hear these stories. These people don't deal with these children for the benefit aspect of it. Not because they give a damn. They deal with them because the benefit aspect of it. All right? And I hope it does come out sometime sooner or later that it comes out what kind of benefits they were getting for taking care of him. If they're getting anything at all. They probably weren't getting none at all. But I'm pretty much sure they was getting something from taking care of him. Okay? And, you know, look, I'm a big guy myself. You know, and I like to eat. All right? But I be damned if I'm finna sit up here and get mad at a child because he took a cake of mine, something that I go to work, I'd have made my money for the day, all right, that I could easily go to the store and replace it. Just let him know next time, hey, little bro, little sis, try asking next time, all right? You don't take, you ask, all right? Because when you take stuff that don't belong to you, you are considered a thief. And I don't want to raise you up as a thief, all right? I want to raise you up as a young lady who has manners. I want to raise you up as a young man that have manners. So anytime you want something, you ask for it. And they tell you no, I mean, hey, you just got to deal with it, all right? If they tell you yes, then say thank you. But don't take nothing that do not belong to you, okay? Now, what's so hard about that? What's so hard about that? Just tell him, don't take nothing that don't belong to you. What was so hard about that? That you had to bruise him for it. What's so hard about that? Hey, Troy, you know you don't take stuff that don't belong to you. You already ate dinner, Troy. We already gave you a cake. You don't get another one until tomorrow for your lunch. What's so hard about that? Nothing is hard about it because we make it hard. It ain't really because we make it hard. It's just hatred. That's it. Hatred. Okay? So on the outside, it always gonna look good on the outside, but guaranteed on the inside, you don't know what's going on behind them closed doors. And this is a fine example of what you don't know what goes on behind them closed doors. I don't know how many of y'all been through this before, but how many of y'all had parents that was really mean to y'all, probably bullied y'all or whatnot. But when they get in public, they try to seem like they the nicest parents in the world. But when they get behind them closed doors, they just treat you like you just another hoodlum on the street or something. Or they talk to you like that. That's why I say with my mom, she did me like that. You know, out in the public trying to make it seem like she was the nicest mom in the world. Everybody's always coming to me talking about, oh, Chris, your mama nice, your mama nice. Man, bullshit. That's what she putting out in the public, okay? But y'all not behind them closed doors like I am. The things that goes on behind them closed doors, okay? Am I saying she a bad parent, worst parent? Not really. But my mama did some low down things to me growing up. She have. And I'm pretty much sure a lot of y'all had dealt with that too. She did a lot of low down shit to me. It said a lot of low down shit to me. It said a lot of low down shit to me and belittled me in front of people. But if I speak to her about it today, she gonna act like she don't remember. She gonna act like she don't remember. But on a good note, a lot of stuff she was trying to teach me how to be a better person. But she was doing it totally the wrong way. Totally the wrong way. And I get it now that I'm grown and I'm out of my own. But all the other stuff my mom used to say and do to me and all this shit behind them closed doors, that shit was unnecessary. That shit was real unnecessary. Okay? So I got tired of hearing people saying that. Man, your mama nice. Man, your mama nice. Man, bullshit. Come stay with me. And you'll see it for yourself. And I'm going to say this last thing right here. And this is the crazy part about it because when the parents do this with these children, the children have to play along with it. Because really, they silently crying for help. And this boy probably was silently crying for help. He probably was. But probably the mask that these two assholes was putting in public made people think he had a good home. And he really couldn't say nothing. Because I guarantee if he opened his mouth and said something, they could have wiggled out of it. But when they would have got home, they would have beat the hell out that boy. If he would have said something. If that probably didn't happen, we just had to see what more comes out of this. That probably had happened to him. He probably tried to talk. He tried to cry for help. They got out of it. He got home. They beat the hell out that boy. And he had to play along with them. He had to play along with them. And all because of these two motherfuckers right here, husband and wife. He's skinny as hell, and she bigger than a motherfucker. And talk about some damn cakes. All right, I hear you. I hear you. Ladies and gentlemen, thank y'all for joining me for this update. Stay tuned for more updates on these and more stories. I'm gonna try to keep up with this one, but this just heartbreaking what happened to this young man. Handsome young man right there. I like that picture right there with him in that little suit. Handsome young fella. But he's another one no longer with us. Because these two grown assholes want to be a bully. Okay? And those some damn snack cakes. Sad case. Sad case. All right, y'all. Y'all be safe right there, and I'll catch up with y'all next time. Peace out.